How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some really scary videos. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this.
Welcome to a solo camping in a haunted cave video.
In the vast and often eerie expanse of the Australian outback, YouTube adventurer Matt Field, the face behind the popular YouTube channel Field Days, recently undertook a challenge that pushed the limits of both his courage and his audience's nerves. Known for his thrilling outdoor escapades, Matt, who boasts over 1.6 million followers, ventured into a location shrouded in dark rumours. A remote cave reputed to be haunted. The adventure begins innocently enough, with Matt setting out to perform a 24-hour solo camping challenge within the cave's shadowy depths.
We are steaming towards the cave right now, and once we find the cave, we're going to crawl inside. We are going to sleep there for the whole entire night.
The cave, whispered about in local lore and among his friends, is said to possess an unsettling presence.
One of my real good mates who lives just up here, he said to me, he went to visit this cave, he walked into the cave, he reckons that there's a man-made ladder which you can climb down, and as he was climbing down the cave, he had this super uneasy feeling, like he reckons it was like nothing he's ever felt before, like felt like he was like being watched.
Almost immediately upon entering, Matt reports a sensation of being watched.
Very strange sound. The first one was a rock falling. Way over there somewhere there was a rock which it just sort of like, it just rolled for ages and then it sort of just hit another rock on the bottom. But the second sound, I froze, man. I was like frozen, like I couldn't move. I was just waiting for something just to like whack me. It's just strange, very strange feeling in here. But when my mate said he's being watched, I'm feeling that feeling. I am 100% feeling uneasy in this cave right now.
As Matt settles in for the night, feasting on a can of baked beans, things start to get a little creepy.
That is beautiful. Baked beans in a haunted cave. Oh my f***ing God. That was the sound.
Matt describes hearing inexplicable sounds as the night progresses.
It's the chains moving when I climb down the ladder. It's a big, heavy, thick chain. Wind can't move that.
Chains rattling and whispering voices that seem to emanate from the very walls of the cave.
You can't move that chain with wind. It's way too heavy. There is no wind coming in here. There's no wind even Holy shit.
Soon, things ratchet up a notch.
You must have heard that just then. Look at my arms, dude. Oh, this is fucked. Holy shit. That's not normal, dude. Well, I'm freaking out.
2 hours pass and Matt gives an urgent update, and he's clearly very unsettled.
I've got my backpack back on and I'm booting on out of here. I just heard a sound. It's not normal. It's definitely not a normal sound, and I'm scared shitless. I'm not gonna lie. That sound, it was not normal. I've heard that sound again. So the only way I can describe this noise, it's between a cat hissing, and it sounds like human voice. Like, I'm not even joking. It sounds human-like.
Despite the mounting fear and the chilling encounters, Matt decides to stay the night after briefly contemplating an early exit.
Something has to move this.
With no comfort but a jagged rock for a pillow, he endures the unnerving sounds and sights until dawn.
I'm just gonna sit here for the rest of the night, lean up against this wall. There's my bag. I'm just gonna lean up against that wall there, and I'm gonna stay close to the entrance of the ladder, because that sound I heard before, it is... I can't even describe it. You can't make that sound.
So could this cave truly be haunted? Matt's harrowing experience seems to suggest there might be truth to the legends. Skeptics might argue that the isolation and the cave's foreboding history could heighten one's senses and conjure illusions. However, the vividness of Matt's encounter, coupled with the historic tales of unexplained phenomena associated with the site, offers compelling evidence for believers in the paranormal.
in a haunted cave. Oh my f***ing God.
Matt's adventure in this so-called haunted cave has not only garnered significant attention, but has also sparked a broader discussion about the mysteries that might lurk in the remote corners of the Australian outback. Whether believer or skeptic, viewers can't help but be drawn to the chilling tale of Matt Field's night in a cave that might just be as haunted as the stories suggest.
You can't move that chain with wind. It's way too heavy. There is no wind coming in here. There's no wind even Holy shit. Oh my fucking God.
Hope they're friendly.
Brendan, the face behind the popular YouTube channel Brendan Explores, is known for his solo camping adventures around the UK, where he delves into less travelled paths using his converted van for stealth camping. His videos typically showcase serene landscapes and the peaceful solitude of van life.
Nice view of the hills in the distance there.
However, a recent episode set in Jaywick, Essex, took an unexpected and harrowing turn.
Well, it's safe to say that what you're about to watch is probably the hardest and not very nicest video I've ever had to edit.
Jaywick, a seaside village near Clacton-on-Sea, has been frequently spotlighted in government reports as one of England's most deprived neighbourhoods. Despite its picturesque location, the area has struggled with socio-economic challenges, leading to a reputation for being rough around the edges. In an episode that starts like any other, Brendan ventures into Jaywick to find a quiet spot for the night, settling on a small car park, which initially seems perfect for a peaceful evening.
£6 for a night in Jaywick, to hopefully have a van that's still intact in the morning, as opposed to staying at the other place. Okay, let's do it. All right.
The tranquility is short-lived, however, as loud music from nearby flats soon fills the air. More and more, Brendan starts getting a bad feeling about the area.
Whenever you see someone walking down the road with a Halford Special going past as well, playing music out of a portable speaker alone, that's a big red flag.
He eventually decides to relocate.
I don't know if I feel this car park or not. I'm going to follow my gut instinct. I'm not parking here tonight. Just got a funny feeling about it.
After a bit of searching, he finds a secluded spot on the edge of farmland, far removed from any streetlights or the hustle and bustle of residential areas.
This'll do me. I'm alone, but I mean, there's no other houses around me.
It's here that Brendan hopes to find the peace he initially sought.
Alrighty. Oh, nice and quiet here. Not even a sound of a distant car.
But peace wasn't on the agenda for the night. At around 2:30 AM, something truly unnerving happens.
I think someone's outside the van. Someone just tried the door. Hey!
Reacting swiftly, Brendan manages to yell and scare off the would-be thief, who disappears into the night as quickly as they had appeared.
Right, whoever the that was has now gone.
Shaken by the ordeal and faced with a broken window in the dead of night, Brendan makes the decision to abandon his camping spot. The event has taken a significant toll, prompting him to drive 3.5 hours back to his home, braving the freezing cold through the damaged window.
After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes. I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good 3.5 hour drive back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
Brendan's encounter in Jaywick has sparked conversations among his followers about the safety challenges of solo travel and stealth camping. While his journey often celebrates the beauty and solitude of exploring the secluded corners of the UK, this episode has undoubtedly added a cautionary tale to his collection of adventures. emphasising the need for vigilance and safety even in the most scenic locales.
Someone just tried the door. Hey! Don't know if I'm going to camp here again.
Grizzly Gaz, a well-known UK YouTuber beloved for his camping and adventure content, recently experienced a spine-tingling incident during one of his familiar woodland escapades. Known for his explorations across the country, Gaz often brings his audience along for overnight stays in remote and sometimes eerie locations.
Hello?
This particular episode saw him return to a previously frequented camping spot, notorious not just for its natural beauty, but also for past, unsettling occurrences.
So, I just want to recap a little bit on this place, on this camp. I've been camping here for about 4 or 5 years. When I found it, the fire pit was just all covered in moss, so no one had been down there for at least 10 years. Or used the fire pit anyway for 10 years.
In earlier visits, Gaz has encountered the sounds of wild boar near his tent, and even dealt with a would-be thief tampering with one of his trail cameras. Despite these incidents, the allure of the familiar spot draws him back for another overnight stay, this time accompanied by his loyal French bulldog, Fendi. The evening begins typically with Gaz setting up camp and starting a small barbecue.
Right, we've got steaks on go now.
However, it's at this point that things turn a little creepy.
And I've got a visitor.
A strange man suddenly appears out of the surrounding darkness, asking Gaz for a light.
Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light. I shit me pants. This is Martin anyway.
Gaz, ever the hospitable outdoorsman, not only provides a light, but generously offers one of his steaks to the unexpected visitor.
Didn't do much filming because of that lad, Martin, who creeped up behind me asking for a light. We were homeless, so I fed him some steak.
The encounter quickly shifts from peculiar to unsettling, as the man, after receiving Gaz's kindness, disappears back into the woods without a word of thanks or farewell.
We were homeless, so I fed him some steak and some mashed potato, and he's gone on his way.
Gaz, unnerved by the man's abrupt departure and peculiar demeanour, can't shake off a growing sense of dread about the man's true intentions.
Thinking, is he going to come back? Because he wasn't a normal homeless person, if you know what I mean. After I fed him, he scurried straight off.
Fearing that the visitor might return under the cover of darkness with less than honourable intentions, Gaz makes the decision to pack up and leave the site and head back to the safety of his car.
The more I think about it, the stranger it gets. Fed that lad, and when I turned back round, he'd gone. I just found that really strange.
The next morning, Gaz returns to the campsite to retrieve his trail camera, which he had left behind in haste from the previous night.
But I left my trail camera here. So, let's see what that's captured, if anything.
Upon arrival, however, he discovers that the camera's missing.
Oh, trail camera's gone. That's where it was, on this tree.
This seems to confirm his fears that the mysterious man might have had ill intentions.
So, my gut instincts were right, weren't they? To leave.
This chilling episode adds a layer of mystery and caution to Grizzly Gaz's adventures, reminding both him and his viewers of the unpredictable nature of remote camping. While the identity and motives of the strange man remain unknown, the disappearance of the trail camera seems to suggest that Gaz's instincts were correct, and that sometimes a quick retreat is the best decision when faced with the unknown in the wilderness.
You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
I don't think I was.
Right, gonna get these cooked up.
In the latest installment from the YouTube channel Roadie, the channel's owner, a free-spirited adventurer known for his North American camping trips, shares a chilling experience that disrupted what was supposed to be a peaceful night's rest. The YouTuber, who's cleverly converted the back of his 2003 Toyota Tacoma into a cozy camping nook, complete with a bed and bench, found himself in an unsettling situation that turned his calm evening into a tense ordeal. After a weekend away with friends, the YouTuber was on his way home when he decided to pull over for the night. It had gotten late and a secluded little roadside parking lot appeared to be the perfect spot to safely tuck in for the evening. However, at around 1:30 AM, the tranquility of the night is shattered by the sounds of footsteps circling his vehicle.
So it was probably around like 1:30 in the morning when I heard someone walking around my truck.
A strange man can be seen pulling out his phone and taking pictures of the truck.
I'm not sure why he was doing this, so I thought maybe, I wasn't allowed to park there and he was taking pictures of my license plate, but it's kind of odd to be doing that at 1:30 in the morning.
The man methodically makes several laps around the vehicle, snapping photos from various angles.
Comes back around and tries to shine his flashlight into the back of my camper shell. You'll see here in a second.
Concerned for his safety and unsure of the stranger's intentions, the YouTuber decides to take action. In an attempt to assert his presence and scare off the unwelcome visitor, he bangs loudly on the window of his truck.
So yeah, that was basically it. He took off and I hopped out of my truck.
This sudden noise is enough to startle the man, who quickly retreats into the darkness of the night. Thankfully, the situation didn't escalate further and the ordeal ended without any confrontation or injury. This eerie night will likely resonate with Roadie's audience, many of whom are fellow travelers and campers, reinforcing the need to always be aware of one's surroundings, especially when settling down for the night in remote or secluded areas.
And tries to shine his flashlight into the back of my camper shell. You'll see here in a second. And I just bang on the window, and he takes off running.
Camper Vibe, a popular YouTube channel with over 110,000 subscribers, is well known for its engaging content centered around camping and renovation. However, one particular episode stands out from the rest, capturing a solo camping trip to one of the UK's most infamous locations, the Screaming Woods of Dering near Pluckley in Kent. Often cited as the most haunted woods in the UK, these woods hold a chilling reputation that would test the nerve of even the most seasoned of adventurers. The YouTuber behind Camper Vibe decided to venture into these woods for a 48-hour solo camping trip. As a solo female wild camper accustomed to braving the outdoors alone, she normally doesn't get easily frightened. Yet the eerie atmosphere of Dering Woods, coupled with their haunted history, presents a new kind of challenge. Dering Woods, also known as the Screaming Woods, have been named for the alarming sounds that often permeate the night. Terrifying screams and mysterious footsteps that echo through the dense fog. Local lore is rich with tales of ghosts, including a suicidal army colonel from the 18th century and a gruesomely murdered highwayman. These spectral figures are said to roam the forest alongside sightings of unsettling black shadows that stalk passers-by. The camping trip begins normally enough as the YouTuber sets up her camp deep within the woods, cooking steak and chips by the fire. However, as darkness envelops the woods, the tranquility of the night is soon shattered by chilling sounds.
I don't know if you can see, a Cadbury's Pot of Joy. Yogurt, basically, chocolate yogurt. Sounds like kids screaming.
While sitting by the fire, the camera picks up a rather strange noise.
I should sleep well, I would think. I should sleep well, I would think. I should sleep well, I would think. Where's my big bean? What was that noise?
However, it's at 2 AM that things really start to get unnerving. It sounds like someone is just outside the tent. Then, at 3:50 AM, a sudden disturbance sets the forest's crows into a frenzy, cawing loudly as if alarmed by an unseen predator. So then, could the rumours of the haunted screaming woods be true? This episode of Camper Vibe leaves the question tantalisingly open, inviting viewers to delve into the mysteries of one of Britain's most haunted locations, where history and horror intertwine beneath the canopy of the ancient woodland. Before we get to our last terrifying camping encounter, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and chilling videos. Creepy Outdoors, an emerging YouTube channel dedicated to unveiling the eerie mysteries of America's most notorious forests, recently aired an episode that left viewers on the edge of their seats. Known for venturing into areas steeped in urban legends and local lore, the channel's latest venture involves camping deep within an isolated woodland, miles away from the nearest town.
Everything here is dead. Or dying.
The episode begins with the YouTuber arriving at the site, setting up camp and lighting a fire. As dusk falls, the YouTuber starts to explore the surrounding forest. The YouTuber describes an unsettling sensation of being watched.
I'm not sure if you guys ever seen the Blair Witch Project, but damn, this is just giving me Blair Witch Project vibes.
Walking deeper and deeper into the woods, something truly chilling happens. The sudden utterance in such a secluded setting would be enough to poop one's trousers, but somehow the camera holder maintains composure.
Oh, hi. What the hell?
Rattled by the encounter, the YouTuber considers the possibility of it being a prank by another camper. Yet the profound isolation of the campsite and the lack of any evidence of other people in the area make this theory difficult to substantiate. This episode of Creepy Outdoors not only highlights the natural allure and solitude of America's forests, but also taps into the primal fear of the unknown that such remote places often evoke. Whether the voice was the result of a practical joke or something more unexplainable, the incident remains a haunting experience that stirs the imagination and perhaps awakens the ancient human fear of the dark and what lies within it. Keep the scary camping vibes going and check out our deep dive into the chilling case of the Lake Bodom murders over on our second channel, Slapped Ham Mysteries. Here's a little snippet.
Deep in the forests of Finland lies a dark secret, a chilling tale of a brutal crime that has haunted the nation for over 6 decades. 4 teenagers set out for a carefree camping trip by the serene waters of Lake Bodom but only one would leave the lakeside alive. This is the harrowing story of the Lake Bodom murders, a night of terror that continues to cast a shadow over Finnish criminal history.
If you want to hear the full gruesome story, head on over to our second channel. We'll put some links in the description box down below there. We'll also pin it in the comments.
If you want to watch some more scary ghost videos, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, there's a massive playlist right there. Now, if you love what we do here at Slapped Ham, consider becoming a member. There's a little join button there that'll pop up with all the benefits our members are currently enjoying. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time. Peace!